Hello there my fellow Holotable heroes and welcome to another Galactic Challenge video. I hope you had a great week and that you're looking forward to the weekend ahead. But now let's just get into today's video. Now you're probably aware that we've got these two new ships coming into the game. So that's two tanks, one for the First Order, one for the Resistance fleet. So before I go into today's challenge video, I just want to quickly give you some of my thoughts. How will I go about farming these, because we had some discussion on my Discord server, you know, how many crystals you will need to spend for refreshing to get these guys to like 4-star, 5 stars or even above. So I just want to give you a quick impressions of what I'll be doing here. So let's first kick off now with the Resistance one, because this one actually it has already gone live. So today is day one of the Galactic Chase event. So after day one, as you can see, I got 14 blueprints here. So what I've done was I've done 3 crystal refreshes in Cantina, so it was 300 crystals, and obviously the free Cantina energy you get every day anyway. So it looks like, depending a little bit on drop rates, if for these next 5 days while this event is live you're doing 3 refreshes in Cantina and spend as well all your free Cantina energy there, then you know you'll be getting probably a 4-star here Resistance tank. And that discussion was, well, is it worth spending, you know, extra 2 free refreshes a day, because then you're getting into 200 crystal refreshes already to get it to 5 stars, because obviously at 5 stars when it comes to ship you can then totally level up their reinforcement ability. So this first level is fine, but then the third level you need it at 5 stars. And for the Resistance ship itself, you're just getting tenacity up on all allies. So I don't think this is going to be that valuable, especially considering that, you know, in most cases with the Resistance fleet you will probably want to actually start your battle with this Resistance tank here actually on the battlefield. So reinforcement won't help you at all. Now obviously for the First Order, again it will be a Galactic Chase event, but again we don't know, will it be Cantina, will it be anywhere else? But wherever it will drop, in that particular case, I think, unlike the Resistance one, the First Order actually is worth getting to, not only worth, it's going to be essential you get it to 5 stars to make it usable, because as you can see here for level 3, where you need to have it at 5 stars, the reinforcement ability will allow you then to grant stealth to your First Order allies. And with the Finalizer, as you're probably aware, one of the abilities from Finalizer is that the First Order allies, they start the ones that are in the starting lineup, their reinforcement abilities get activated at the beginning of the battle. So what this will mean is, if you do start with this First Order tank there, the other guys will be stealthed. So then the enemy won't be able to go after your TIE Silencer, for example. So for this one, definitely whenever it hits, whether it's Cantina or somewhere else, I will definitely go out of my way, you know, probably have to do 5 refreshes instead of 3 refreshes a day, just to get this ship to 5 stars, because I think this one will be worth it for sure. Alright, I was a bit off topic, it's a Galactic Challenge video, but I just wanted to quickly cover this here about the ships, just because we had a big discussion already on Discord server, so I wanted to share with you what I'm planning to do for these guys. Now let's get into the challenge. You know how we do it. Let's kick off first with the modifier reviews. So the global modifier for Bespin, not really too crazy here. The accuracy is reduced by 15%, so you might see a little bit more dodges than usual, and we do get some stacking buff here that gives us extra critical chance and extra critical damage as we are going through the battle. We got then the player modifier, so that's for the Empire. Again, we are very familiar with this one. In a summary, what it will allow you is that whenever your leader uses a special ability, everybody will get called to assist. And then finally you do get Snowtrooper Operative summoned. It's a very good unit to have. And then the code, so that's the modifier there for Mandalorian enemies, and they get a stacking buff of clan loyalty, which gives them extra critical chance there. So, you know, after a couple of turns they'll be counter-attacking constantly, so definitely have to take that in consideration when you're going up against these guys. Now in terms of the feats themselves, pretty straightforward. You have to win with a full team of Empire units, because, you know, it's an Empire challenge. You have to win after scoring 3 critical hits in a row, not a problem as well. And then finally inflicting damage over times. That's what we got Darth Vader for. It's going to be a non-issue as well. So looking at the enemy itself, it's armorer-led Mandalorian squad, just kind of some random Mandalorians. So it looks like CG lately has been giving us some easier teams to go up against. Remember the old Republic feat where Mission was in the leading slot instead of Carve. Now, what armor there will do actually, they'll start off with lots of bonus protection. They'll be very tanky, very durable, and they also start with critical damage immunity up as well. So you won't be able to start doing critical hits straight away. You will first have to dispel that, or you know that they take 2 turns and naturally lose it. Alright, now let me show you up next the team that I'll be using. You really need only one team to get all the feats done. Now, you know, there are many ways to do this. I've seen people doing it with Troopers and with Vader or Palpatine lead. You can throw in Mara Jade, Lord Vader for him, doesn't matter, lots of options. So these are just kind of the team combination that I found to be the easiest for me, for what I have. I was looking throwing Gideon or something like that. I'm going with Darth Vader lead so that I get turn meter removal and as well the damage over times whenever they expire they get reapplied. I just thought that, you know, turn meter removal was helpful here, keeping these guys under control. That's why bringing in Tarkin, his AoE removes turn meter as well. Thrown there obviously for the fracture because armor there, she's got so much tenacity, landing any debuffs on her will be really hard. And Piet here, along with Darth Vader, he's really the MVP because he's got this AoE that can daze all the enemies, which obviously will stop all the counter attacks from their modifier. That's why bringing in Piet here as well. And of course, his Emperor's Trap will be boosting potency and offense on your Empire allies. Finally, Short Trooper, just for the pre-taunt, because armor, she's very, very quick. So Short Trooper is just there to obviously take that initial hit. Even if it's low gear, it's a pre-taunt, it doesn't really matter. Just there to take these initial hits. There you go. My Short Trooper Relic 1 barely made it, but even if he would be there taken out, doesn't matter. I'm going to drop a daze there with Piet. Now here we go with Vader. Time to do Merciless. Beautiful. Our modifier going to work, getting assist, and every time we assist we have a chance to remove turn meter. So we'll just keep these guys now under control. Obviously Vader's Force Crush can't be countered, so now when you're doing a round of his basics, do prioritize enemies with daze so they don't counterattack. There goes Short Trooper. Doesn't really matter, he did his job. Let's do another Force Crush, targeting armor there. Fracture armor, because mentioned before, landing any sort of debuffs on her is really challenging. I'm just going to do now AoEs to push back turn meter. Let's get now Mark over on Vader, so he will get called to assist when Piet uses his basic ability. There we go, lots of assists. Let's see if we can stun somebody. No stuns there. I'm just going to the basics. You can see Emperor's Trap here is really starting to boost now our damage. There you go, one shot. Vader is one-shotting people. There we go. Take him down as well. Okay, another round of Merciless already. So as you can see, you know, pretty straightforward here. Down goes armor from all those assists from the modifier we are getting for our Empire units. And down goes the last Mandalorian. And there you go, guys. All feats completed. So we got the Empire units, obviously. We also got then 3 critical hits. I mean, you know, Vader's taking so many turns in a row, it's very easy. And then obviously Vader himself applying a lot of damage over times on the enemies. So there you go, guys. That's how I got max rewards in today's challenge. It was pretty easy, pretty straightforward. I hope you find it useful and helpful. Let me know in the comments below or my Discord server how you guys are getting on in today's challenge. But until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.